Figured while I'm stuck inside, I might as well do a review on all of my guns. So, starting off first, I have my, what is this, Panther Arms DPMS CQB3. This I have pretty highly upgraded now that I think about it. So, on the internals, I have the Crytek straight blue trigger. I just wanted a different color because I started off, this was my main upgraded gun. I got the red trigger, and then I got the blue trigger, and then I got the silver. So I threw the Crytek blue trigger in this. Let me get to some better light. So, in this gun right now, there's the Crytek blue trigger. There is a Perrin V2 optical inside of this, as well as SHS 13:1 gears and a Matrix Magnum high torque motor. Externals, this thing, this is kind of my throw together gun. This was my first rifle, other than a cheapy plastic MP5 that I had, but this is like my first main gun. So on the outside, I do have the Ace Tech Lighter BT. I'm going to show you pretty much all of the work that I put into this gun. When I first got it, it had a really gross, not flash hider, like a really gross amplifier on it. And the barrel stuck out about that much more. With me wanting to put a tracer unit on it, I didn't want to buy a new barrel, so I just took a hacksaw and I cut it straight off, which is why you can see that shimming, that skinning off of it right there, is because I just took the hacksaw and cut it right off. And then I took a reamer, like a bit, and I just drilled that out to make it a little more flush, a little more how it comes with it. As far as putting this gun together, you can see down there, I just popped this out and pulled it down, and then I dremeled out the lower receiver part of it to fit the trigger in there, because I bought the trigger, I'm gonna fucking use the trigger. Other than that, with the Perrin V2 optical, I do have set up with the binary trigger. It's not the greatest compared to the Gate Titan. The Gate Titan binary can hold up a lot better, but so you can see if I try to like spam it real hard, it won't keep up with it, even though there are 13:1 gears in it. So pretty much to spam it, you gotta pull the trigger all the way back and then release it. Where with the Gate Titan, you can pull it just a little bit and it'll still do the binary function. I will show a shooting test of each gun. So with this and the, I have it short stroked one tooth, the SHS sector gear. It's shooting right on 30 RPS. I got 2 5s in this right now. So it still keeps up pretty well with the binary, but definitely not as good. And then there's full auto. So that is the Panther Arms gun to mention. So with the Perrin V2, I can do the settings just by accessing them, and then I can go through. So it goes through active braking, pre-cocking, LiPo protection, all that. Well, a cool feature is it plays House of the Rising Sun. After you go through all the settings and then you just click it X amount of times, it'll start buzzing the motor to play the song. I just think it's pretty cool. Not a lot of people know it, so wanted to show it off. It's going to be my Crytek Alpha CRB. This is upgraded with the Gate Titan Advanced, as well as a 30K motor, and the spring I upgraded from the M90 that was in its stock to, I believe, an M100. So it's shooting with 2 5s right on like 340, 350. With 2 O's, it's at like 380, 390, somewhere in there. I put the Ace Tech lighter BT on this just because when I ran it, I usually have an angled foregrip in my sight, but I didn't feel like taking that off just to make the video. This gun, like I said, it's got safe, semi, binary. And you can easily tell how much better it responds with the binary than the Perrin V2 optical. I don't know if that's the Perrin that I got or if other people are also having this issue, but I'm just gonna stick with Gate Titan from now on pretty much. I've had very little issues with gates. If anything, there's maybe a little grease on the sensor. I take it off, clean it off, and it works perfectly fine again. I have had people tell me that this gun is very quiet. Like, they don't know where they're getting shot from. I've had a lot of people come up to me when I was playing with this gun and go, dude, that thing is super quiet. And, you know, me, I didn't really notice, you know, I was just playing, but I guess it is. Let's go shoot it and, yeah. Shooting semi. And, I mean, tell me if it's quiet. And then there's binary. It shoots super clean. It's not the snappiest without the pre-cocking on, but with binary, it's very smooth, very smooth. So that was the Crytek Alpha CRB. So this is my main gun that I'm using right now. I have the PTS stubby grip on it. I did take off the lighter BT, and that's just because I do plan on switching off of tracers since I got my new O-Light. How I have it set up is I just have the pressure pad on top, and that's so I can either reach like this, or if I switch sides, there's not a big difference to it. Before, I was using a angled foregrip, and on this side it was great because it would be right here, and I would just press it. But on this side, I would have to like wrap my hand awkwardly under it. So I'm gonna give this a shot, see how I like it. But other than that, I do have a red dot sight on top. And I guess that's it for the externals. I did show off in the last video me taking off the true quick change spring. If you want to check that out, you can go check out that other video. There is a little bit of stock wobble, and that's totally fine. All guns have the stock wobble, and it doesn't bother me that much. But the rest of the gun feels very solid. The grip is one of my main favorite things. It stands out to me. It's thick, it's sturdy, and that's all I could really want in a grip. It's really solid. I do have the Umbrella Corp logo here, as well as on the full auto and the grip itself. I think it's kind of cool how they switched it. So instead of just having the regular full auto symbol, now it's just got the Umbrella Corp symbol. And oh, right, I did swap out the stock hop-up for the Crytek rotary. I just took it out of my Crytek. I do plan on getting a tight bore inner barrel for this, just so that I can put my barrel and hop-up back in my Crytek and put in a new barrel and hop-up and bucking and whatever else. Inside of it, of course, gotta go with the Gate Titan. Other than that, it's stock on the inside. And of course, I did throw in a aftermarket spring. I used the Matrix irregular springs, these ones. Don't mind my labeling, this just tries to keep it all in order for if I have to swap it out again. So I believe I have the M100 in here. It gives it just a very slight boost off of the original that came in it, and it's sitting perfectly right on 350 FPS using .2s. So I'm good to either play at Rochester Airsoft or Buffalo Battlegrounds, whatever, and I don't have to swap it out every single time. Without further ado though, let's go take it for a test fire. For any newcomers to the video, this gun comes already upgraded with 13-to-1s, so the shots are going to be super snappy. It shoots about 17 or 18 RPS with a 9.6 or a 7.4, and with an 11-to-1 you're getting 28 RPS right out of the box. With what I play with, I just have the safe semi-binary. I don't really see a need for full auto because I don't play outdoors very much, but you're gonna notice super snappy. And then there's binary. You can hear that it sounds super crisp. I don't know what the flash hider does, but it adds a certain snap to it. So that's the umbrella.